I'm a kid from a small town in Bristol, Vermont, a town of about 1,000 people, and as a kid I always had an active mind, was always super interested in solving problems and helping people, and so it's no surprise that that led me to medicine. I started into medicine and became really attracted to surgery and really wanted to make the treatment of skin cancer better. And so sought training in both plastic surgery and Mohs micrographic surgery, which is a rare combination, and became the only doctor in the world who was certified in Mohs micrographic surgery and also double board certified in plastic surgery and facial plastic surgery. Treating patients with skin cancer, obviously, I'm treating the end results of a lot of processes, aging, sun exposure with respect to cancer, and a need for cosmetic surgery. So it's always been on my radar, how can we prevent these things? And so out of an interest in the science of answering both of those questions, a skincare line seemed a normal progression. Skincare really should be simple. The first important step in any skincare regimen ought to be some form of a cleanser. We want to clean the skin. There's a lot of damage and exposures that the facial skin is going to experience during the day, the most important of which is the development and turnover of dead skin cells. So we need to clean the skin. Second step is some form of protection during the day. And the most important thing to protect the skin from is the sun. UV radiation is the prime contributor to damage to the skin cells, which can produce cancer in extreme cases, and premature aging of the skin. So some form of a sunscreen is important. Third, a moisturizer. Most people lose the ability to moisturize the skin on their own, so we need to add moisture, or the skin will become dry and flaky. The fourth thing is vitamin A and its derivatives. Vitamin A we know will improve the appearance of fine lines, the texture and complexion of the skin. And number 5 is some form of a lightening agent to improve the small pigment irregularities that will accumulate over time as a result of sun exposure. So the skincare regimen that I've designed is meant to be simple. Okay, there are 3 products, and therefore 3 steps. There's a cleanser, there's a daily moisturizer, which is also a sunscreen, and there's a nighttime cream. These products are really exciting because they truly represent a quantum leap forward in what has been done before. We've taken what we know and what has worked in the past and taken the next step in innovating and adding creativity to make this better.
I was hesitant at first with only 3 products and wondering if they would really deliver the kind of results that I was looking for. And what I loved is how they function together and how the cleanser is really a beautiful basis for the application of the moisturizer and for the application, not just the moisturizer during the day, but also the moisturizer at night, that they really seem to have this balance together to deliver the kind of results that you were looking for.
We were down playing in our barn. The kids and I were upstairs, and Justin was shimmying up a rope to try to get up to play with us. And his foot got stuck and he toppled over backwards. So all I heard was my then 4-year-old just scream, "Daddy, Daddy," terrifying screams, and looked down and he was unconscious, laying in a pool of blood on the floor.
So it really prompted me to focus more on important intrinsic goals in life. I started trying to think about, what can we do and change in our lives to actually make a bigger difference in other people's. I felt I was doing a great thing by curing cancer, which is wonderful, but I can only treat and cure so many people in my lifetime, my career, and moving on to bigger things, are there ways that I can make a benefit in other ways? So the decision to really take it and sell it was really, that wasn't really on my radar prior to this accident that I had. It was more just kind of a hobby of mine. So the products I really had been working on for several years, and in large part because every day on a daily basis would have patients come in and ask about skincare products, and I had friends and family members who were spending just tons of money on really tiny little packages of products with sort of exotic extract ingredients without any clear description as to what that was supposed to do to help them and no evidence that I could find in the scientific literature to support any claims at all. You're going to get a lot more value in terms of the active ingredients and the science and the outcomes associated with these products for a third the cost, and you're also going to be helping charities. So there are a lot of benefits here, and I would encourage people who, even if you are indebted or very loyal to another regimen, it's okay to try something else, especially if you're going to be benefiting your child's school, a local charity. I think there are enough wins here that it's worth at least considering.